Hey, this is Captain Noob, and today I am going to be looking at 4 different knives, simply because knives aren't all that customizable or interesting to look at on their own, so I'm just doing a bunch to cover my bases here. So this here is the Becker BK3 tack tool. Yep, it's a knife, got a little gut hook there and it looks okay, I guess. I'm not really interested in knives, they're kind of boring when it comes to video games, but there it is. And the attachments, there's no upgrades to it, but you can put a legendary on, and since we've got that chance, you know what, we'll chuck the Furious effect on that one. That is going to be one powerful knife as long as we can get that thing going. Next up, we've got the Becker BK9. Again, it's a knife, doesn't have the gut hook, looks a little bit cleaner, the handle isn't as black. And again, no upgrade, not sure what's going on there. And for this one, we'll chuck on, let's say, the instigating effect. That should be fitting for a weapon like that. Now we've got the Kukri here, I'm not sure what you actually call it. This thing is like a machete type deal. I think it's like a farming tool, but I'm not quite sure on that. It's in Battlefield 1. Yeah, I'm not really into blades myself, to be honest. So you've got the standard blade, the hefty blade, which makes the blade all bloody, and the leaf blade there, which does more damage. Each of the sequential ones swing a little bit slower, so we're going to be swinging pretty slow for that 234 damage, so it's probably not going to be as effective, but we've got a legendary effect under that. And you know what, we'll chuck on the powerful effect. Let's make that a little bit stronger. And last but not least, the survival knife, which does a measly 100 damage. That's not going to be doing very well, even with all of the fast attacking you can get, but it looks okay. Nice wooden handle, the blade's nice and shiny and in good shape, and you can also have an option to remove the text from the blade if you don't like that either, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, for the legendary effect on this one, we'll go ahead and chuck on the VATS enhanced one, because we're probably going to need to use this thing a lot in VATS to actually make it work. Doing that 105 damage is probably not going to do as very well. So we've got all these hotkeyed up. Let's go into Gunner's Plaza and make some noise, except not make a lot of noise because knives are very, very quiet really. Okay, so here we are in Gunner's Plaza, and please enjoy the War Daddy animations for the knives. I've got something just installed there just to make this a little bit more interesting, because we've all seen the regular knife animations before. Anyways, let's get stuck into the Gunner's. Got a controller on me, so my controls aren't going to be fucked, so that's going to be very good there. I think I got a double kill there. And that is another kill on you. So obviously using a knife as a stealth weapon is going to get you over the line easily, because if you invest right, you can get up to 12 times damage on a sneak attack critical, which would you believe would kill basically anyone. Even the gunner conscripts, even the squishy gunner conscripts cannot survive your bad sneak attack critical. Okay, so we'll just do a hello there on there, acting like Obi-Wan Kenobi in Revenge of the Sith, and I think I got one more attack here, so that's good. So we know that this thing, whilst doing the sneak attack criticals, is going to be good, and with the 200 odd damage that you get out of it, you're going to be doing very well there too. We'll move on to the second one. This is the instigating one, so we should be able to kill them quite easily. Also, that gun sounded really weird there. Yep, just one-shotted them there. Obviously, a instigating weapon is going to be very good if you've got a very high damage in the first place. Weapons like the instigating Disciples Blade, which I think you can get by siding with one of the Raider gangs in Nuka World, or something like that, is definitely a really good weapon to have. Or is that Relentless? I might be thinking of the handmade rifle, but yeah, it's pretty good. We'll just knock out this turret and see if old mate over here notices. He didn't, so now he is going to die. Pretty straightforward. Alright, we'll move on to the Kukri. This thing is going to be hitting like a machete. It's even got the sounds from the machete, and a nice little stab there. Down you go. So this thing's going to be hitting quite slow compared to... Oh! Hello, Captain Bridget. We're gonna just crit you because you need to die very quickly. And with that... Ooh, yep, you are definitely dead, Captain Bridget. Yeah, with the crits there, we're getting a respectable 500 damage, which is, you know, pretty good for a weapon of this speed. And going into VATS is pretty much how you want to play this thing anyway, because generally, weapons that you can't attack people faster than they can punch is going to get you staggered into infinity when you're playing a melee character without the use of VATS, so that is why I generally do like to use VATS on some of the slower hitting weapons, even though it's a little bit cheap because the game pretty much plays itself. But you know what, this thing does pretty good damage. We'll just go ahead and block that, and get into a melee fight with you. Hopefully we can get a takedown. There we go. That was one of the quick takedowns too, so I like that even better. So the Kukri or the Kukri, I'm still not sure how to pronounce this thing. Obviously it is not of English sporting because I believe it is somewhere in Europe, so obviously my pronunciation of it is not going to be good. Also a wounding gamma gun, that's interesting. How about, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Also, was that 430,000 damage? Yeah, I think that guy's dead. Alright, last but not least, we've got the survival knife here, which according to the damage card was quite boring, but we managed to almost two-shot that gunner there, and we'll go for a power attack on you just to stagger you before you start flying into the air. And since these things do attack as fast as they do, even with 100 damage you can get away with this, even on very high difficulty, which is great. Although it's taken a bit of time to get stuck into that guy and finally kill him, this one's balanced a little bit more for survival, given the namesake. I believe that is sort of appropriate, since you've got the 2 times damage multiplier in survival. You shouldn't have any damage with problems at all. Problems with damage, yeah, damage with problems, sure. And there you go, there was the 4 blades in Gunner's Plaza there, just a snapshot of each. I think you can get the memo on how powerful these things are, so you know what, they're pretty good. But we've got 4 blades but only 1 person, so I think it's time to change that, and if you've obviously seen the thumbnail, you know what's about to happen. Okay, so I've gathered a few of my companions and distributed all of the melee weapons to them, but before we do that, I think it's time to get out of our usual costumes and get into something a little bit more casual. Okay, so someone wanted to see a little bit of the Creation Club branded attire, so you know what, I've chucked that on. We've got Bridget, she's got the guns and bullets one, being a gunner that suits her. Matilda's obviously got the Grognak one. How you doing? Also, Winter's just got a blue Vault Tech one with 111 to match her Vault suit. Also, she's got black pants there, so her gothic colours are sort of half there, which is nice. And Raine's just got a Nuka World thing because, yeah, if you're familiar with her little story, then yeah, that's just a little ironic thing for her to wear. Anyways, we'll go into stabbing some super mutants now, I think. Yes, welcome to Fallout 4 where the blackface glitch happens. I'll be right back, this requires a reboot. Okay, so here we are in Super Mutant Place, everyone's faces are put on correctly. So I've got the survival knife, and Matilda's got the BK9, Winter's got the BK3, and Bridget has the big old machete Kukri thingy. I'm still probably not pronouncing that right, am I? Anyways, we'll get stuck into these super mutants. I've come in just during the day because my stealth isn't going to last for long, but we'll try to make the most of this as we can. See, some of these super mutants are already aggroed to my position, and according to Vats, these ones are too. But we know Vats is a big fat liar, so now we can go ahead and attack them to our heart's content like that. And with all of these Vats hits, we should be taking them out as an easily. Wait a second, wow, you were hitting me very, very hard there. No, I've got this Ballistic Weave Mark 5, so I have no idea what was hitting me that hard. I don't know, but there, looks like our companions are certainly making a mark there. Winter just went ham on that super mutant. Although I did give her a very much more powerful weapon, so that would probably work. And we'll just wait until our companions get up here. In the meantime, I'll just wail on this super mutant with my Vats Enhanced Knife. This is going to be a very easy Vats run, and you know what, we might as well throw a few criticals in there. And the cavalry's arrived. I stole the kill from you, Winter. Looks like Winter's the only one that's... Ooh, she went stealthy for a second. I thought she went invisible, but I remembered that they've all got the Stealth Mark 5 glitch. Anyways, we better probably start showing off some of these animations here. This is just a basic super mutant, so he'll die quickly. And yep, there's Matilda coming up. Be sure to actually go the right direction instead of... do you know what you're doing? I don't think they know what they're doing. In the meantime, we'll just go ahead and take out the super mutant guy with... Let's get close, human, says the super mutant, point blank range with a minigun. Oh boy. These super mutants aren't the brightest ones. That's actually a thing that is an interesting thought, whether these... Wow, okay, what are you crouching for? Yeah, my knife is obsoleted by all of my companions' knives, but it's still great to see them just tear up Gunner's Plaza. Also, Can you even see me? I think he can see me, but he just, for some reason, he's just not bothering to kill me. You want to help me out? Yeah, let's see how much damage you do. Get him. Ooh, 265. That's good. And they can actually block pretty well as well. So there. And I think we've got some more companion stuff happening down here. I think Bridget's... Oh, I thought she was all the way down. And also, you're very glitchy. Gunners usually do that. You might want to get down there rather than just going on and sitting there up there. So, oh, one of them popped a stimp back, so that means they're in trouble somehow. We'll run in here and see if they can catch up. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and stab this super mutant warlord who is armed with a board. He must be like a bottom tier warlord then, because usually they'd be carrying around stuff like super sledges, but no. We'll go for a crit there, see if we can't finish him off. No, we can't. That's fine, we'll just stab him. Easily said, easily done. Now, where are my companions at? Are they still up there? They're probably still up there. They have trouble finding their way through the stairs. That is probably why running with companions whilst jumping around like a mad woman, like I am right now, is probably not the best idea, because they do seem to get lost. But as you can tell there, we're strong enough to just take them on ourselves, and it definitely helps that we've got the VATS enhanced effect on this. Also, stop glitching, Winter, come on. I expect better from my companions, except I don't, because the companion AI isn't too great to begin with. Let's see if we can't draw him out a little bit. Come on, Winter. In you go. Get him. That's the wrong way, Winter. I know you're spooked by the skeleton. I'm going to have to command them to do this. Come on. Over there. Get him.
Head over there. All right.
Get the shopping basket. Yep.
Grab that.
No.
Get that.
Get him.
Here. Pick that up. Get him.
There we go. Righto, Winter. You too. You get in there. I'm going to command you, because you could just, I guess they're just totally obedient to you. Nope, Winter's not going to bother, that's fine. We'll just stab him in the face a little bit more. Also, we're getting pretty messed up by this dude's assault rifle, so we should probably just stab him. Now everyone's dogpiling on him. Good job, Winter. Where's Bridget, by the way? Did she do a runner? She probably did a runner. God damn it, gunners are never loyal. Right, now, all we need to do is just... Oh, wait, there she is! Alright, Captain Bridget, do your thing. Let us see how much the Kukri does to a super mutant if you hit him. Ooh, one-shots that butcher. Yeah, you're doing in good work there, but you're hiding behind a vending machine now. I guess she's a one-and-done type gunner. Right, we'll help out this dude here. And that's done there. A very long slideshow of VATS there, and also a little bit of a comment from you. Yes, you've got dialogue now. Did you know that? Download the latest update if you want to hear that on PC and Xbox One. But there you go. There was the 4 blades with the 4 companions with me in a little bit of Felton's department store there, and I think we did pretty well. Even though I took the worst knife from the bunch, my companions did help me out there to get quite a bit of kills. Also, I think Winter might be dead. Nope, she's just standing down here. She doesn't really care about this thing. She's probably not the biggest fan of killing super mutants right now. She'd rather be in Far Harbor dealing with some of the synths. Aren't ya? Yep, okay. So there you have it. That was the knives in Gunners, not Gunners Plaza, Super Mutant Place. And it's pretty good. They go pretty well. But you know what? I think we'll take on a monster and see how we do there. Righto, so there's one over there. Is everybody ready to take him out? Yes, we are. We've already got our knives drawn out. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I'm wondering if the companions actually have the good enough timing to block his attacks every time he does them. Well, let's find out, shall we? We'll start off this fight just with a little bit of cheeky sneak attack criticals just to get it going. So, Blitz, if you would get ready for that. There you go, very good. Okay, that was one sneak attack critical, but that was pretty good. Let's see how they do. Ooh, they're getting stuck right into him there, and looks like his area of effect attack, whilst it does stagger them, is actually a pretty good job. Okay, it staggers quite a lot of them. Might have to get around the back, see if we can't distract him there. Yeah. Okay, one of them is down. That's fine. We've got some follower revive stuff. So, Winter, if you could just be the team medic. No. We can't do that. Up you come, Bridget. You two. You're stuck in the ground. Well, Winter was being a medic for a second. Wasn't that nice of her? Okay. Looks like Matilda's pissed off then. Now, let's get in closer. See if we can't do a lot of damage with another Bats run through there. Not too great, to be honest, although the damage is slowly coming along there. We just need everybody to go ahead and stab him at once and as fast as possible. Okay, one of us is down. Yep, Winter. She's going in for the revive there. Unfortunately, she got staggered out of that revive animation, so I'm not sure what we should really do there. I guess you can't revive them when Swan is this close, so you know what? Take the opportunity to do it ourselves. No, Bridget came back up after all. So even, hey, what are you running after me for, Bridget? Don't give me that look. We're trying to do this. We're trying to take out Swan. Let's not fight amongst each other. Okay, 2 out of 3 down again. Would you get onto that, Bridget? Also, can we not keep getting that shot of up Swan's little cloth there? That is exactly where I don't want to be looking for a super mutant. Okay, now that he's distracted on Bridget down there, up you come. It says A, but I'm using a PlayStation controller, so I jumped for no reason. Also, we've got an auto stim pack thing going there. I think everyone is down. Yep, I think everyone is actually down at this point. So you know what? I think it is time to just hide a little bit until we are ready to strike again, because obviously this thing doesn't have the balls to take on Swan. It's got no scream to it because it's just a puny little knife, and without the sneak attack criticals we can't do this. So we'll just cower in this this little train carriage here and just have a sip of Bundy while we're at it. You know what? Went to the store today, and I thought I bought the regular ones that I do that are like 4.6% alcohol volume, but these are actually 6%, so these are a little bit stronger than I'm used to, but they don't taste a lot different. I'm looking at it now. It says overproof, and the description of that is Bundaberg rum distilled and aged for a bold flavor full of oak, caramel, and spice, then perfectly mixed with cola. So yeah, it's rum and cola. It's good stuff. I'm not sure if you can get it in the States or anywhere else, but our Bundy rum, it's good stuff. Alright, now we can actually get him sneak attack critted now, since we've done that. Oh, very good damage on him there. Also, we tried to jump up, but he didn't really work there, and almost got him at this point. Can we have a few more bat shots there? We can't, but we can finish him off with just a few normal stabs there because he can't see someone that's directly under him. 3 out of the 3 followers are down, and you know what, they'll get up because companion AI allows them to get back up if combat is done. So yep, they're all getting up now, all synchronized animations too. So there you have it. That was just a couple of the blades here, not terribly different in and of themselves. The Kukri does a little bit more, just is a little bit different in the fact that it's a little bit of more of a machete rather than a combat knife, but basically these melee weapons are quite the same thing, so I thought I'd just cover them all on the one video and leave it at that. So if you'd like to see these weapons in your game, be sure to check out the description. There's going to be heaps of links down there, including the animations and the companion mods, which are available for all platforms, and they're also in the form of patches for sim settlements, so you can actually have all of these characters as your leaders of a settlement, which is actually kind of good. You know what? I'm quite happy that my mods have been sort of taken and put onto other things, so yeah, compatibility with sim settlements now, isn't that nice? Thanks for watching, guys.